Welcome to Good Morning Keys on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5.
Good morning, Keys. Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5. The Talk of the Keys. Busy Monday morning, the 17th of August already. Good morning to you. We are at 85 degrees. Going to be on our way to 91. We'll get your complete forecast in just a few moments. We say good morning to Mayor Danise, DeeDee Henriquez, Mayor of the City of Key West. Happy Monday morning to you, Mayor.
Good morning. Happy Monday.
Yes, I hope you had an okay weekend. I'm sure it was very busy.
It was a busy, crazy weekend.
And all three high school football teams in the county did win their first games, a couple of preseasons, but that's okay. Coral Shores actually was in regular season, but congratulations to the Conks in particular. So that's great.
Yes. I was there Friday night rooting on those conks. So, yes, they played well and we were successful and it was a great night.
It was indeed. Well, we have a busy week coming up this week. Of course, we do want to remind people to please vote. Early voting is over, but you can still get in your mail-in ballot voting at the polls tomorrow.
Yes. Big day, a day that I've been looking forward to. Every day was a countdown day, so I'm excited about tomorrow. So, yes, please, everybody get out and vote. Election day starts at 7 a.m. That's when the polls precincts open till 7 p.m. The supervisors of elections, just so your listeners know, that she indicated that she will certify the results on August 26th.
Okay.
So the reason why I say that is so the swearing in, it will be for the utility board. So I didn't know if you knew that we also swear in the utility board here with the city of Key West. So the utility board, the city of Key West commissioners and the mayor will be sworn in on August 28th, which is a Friday at noon in the commission chambers. So, and then of course, there could be a possible runoff for District 4, and then that election would be in November. So the swearing in ceremonies again will be for the utility board election and the commissioner and mayor on August 28th at noon.
August 28th at noon. Okay. A lot of these dates, I'm sure, are etched in your mind by now. No doubt about that. By the way, we'll make a quick note. 19.56% of the eligible voters have voted thus far. Looking to push that up even more with returning those mail-in ballots and then have a strong showing tomorrow. Mayor Danise, DeeDee Henriquez with us, Mayor of the City of Key West. And we have Meet with the Mayor starting off your week today at 2 o'clock.
That is correct. So come on down, meet the mayor, 2 to 4. Doors will be open. Just come on in. Let's talk. Anything that's on your mind, any questions you may have. So I always look forward to Mondays from 2 to 4 because you never know who's going to come in and what they're going to ask you. So I look forward to my Mondays.
Absolutely.
Then after you go vote, then we have the tree commission meeting starting at 5 p.m. in the commission chambers on Tuesday. Wednesday, we have the AIPP, the Art in Public Places, their board meeting starting at 5:30 in the chambers here at City Hall. Thursday, we have our planning board meeting. That starts at 5 p.m. in the chambers. And then, of course, on Friday, we have our early bird cleanup starting at 8 a.m. And that will be hosted by Laureate Key West Hotel, which is next to Keys Auto. So you'll be able to park on some of those side streets. So come on down, 8 o'clock. We'll be cleaning up that area. Last Friday, I think we had close to 70 volunteers, even in this heat. We had quite a few volunteers. So I was very excited about that. And then on Sunday for the kids, the Monroe County Sheriff's Animal Farm will be open from 1 to 3. So I know my grandkids surely do love going there, looking at all the different animals. So we do have quite a few meetings this week. So again, go to our city website, look at the meetings, look at the agenda, see if there's anything that you'd like to hear, learn more about. So just come on down. We have a lot going on this week.
We do indeed. Mayor Danise, DeeDee Henriquez with us, Mayor of the City of Key West, again, voting tomorrow. We will have the election coverage live on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5. The Talk of the Keys, we'll be doing that from the Government Center. We'll be doing that in collaboration with Joe Moore and US1 Radio as well. So you'll be able to hear it in a variety of outlets and on the county television outlet as well. Some of those we've heard from the supervisor elections. Some of the results may be delayed a bit due to some technological changes. However, they do expect that the city races, other than a possible runoff for District 4, could be decided still in relatively good time around maybe 9 o'clock or so. So
Yes.
anyway, we'll have some.
Yeah, I was hearing hearing anywhere between 8 and 9 because everything here is so local and it's close by. So we have 10 districts. There's normally 33 districts, or I should say precincts, from Key West to Key Largo. So yes, I believe the county results may be a little bit later, closer to 10. And when you said the government building, that is the Harvey government building on the second floor. Is that correct?
That is right. Yep, on Roosevelt there. Harvey Government Center, the county building, is second floor is where we will have it in chambers for the county commission. So also congratulations to HR Benefits Manager Alice Parker, Employee of the Year for the City of Key West. During a quarterly Employee Service Awards gathering, Human Sources Resource Director Bridget Flores presented Parker with that honor. So congratulations to Alice Parker.
Yes, I was there. It was very exciting. So our city manager changed how we do things. So they won't be presented in front of the commission in the commission meeting, but they do it privately. I say privately, but in the chambers, everybody's invited. But it's a lot more relaxed, not so very official when it's in front of the commission. And they always have cookies and lemonade and stuff. So we don't have that at the commission meeting. So I love going to those meetings and we get our cookies and cake and lemonade. So yes, it was very exciting, and congratulations to Alice.
Absolutely. Well, Mayor, I know you've got a very busy few days, a very busy week to get to. Is there anything else you'd like to mention at this time, please?
Nope. Just again, go to our city website. There's lots of information there. Have a great week. Please go out and vote and have a safe week out there this week.
Absolutely. Yes. If you are not, if you're not signed up for Key West Connect, you can do that at the city website as well. Right.
That is correct. That is used quite often. And that gives you the opportunity to be able to track the complaint or the information that you're presenting. So it's a great tool to have, and it's something that you can track as well.
Absolutely. Okay, Mayor. Well, thank you so very much for all that you do and your many years of service. We wish you the best of luck in the election tomorrow, and we will talk soon.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you, Mayor. Take care. It's Mayor Danise DeeDee Henriquez with us, Mayor of the City of Key West. Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the talk of the Keys. It is 8:15 now, and as mentioned, let's say a little prayer and keep good thoughts going by way of those in Indiana. The flooding has been pretty detrimental to them. They'll take a little while to recover from that. Also, the tropical storm that turned into a Category 1 hurricane over the weekend in Hawaii. Those afflicted by that are in thoughts and prayers as well. This is Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the talk of the Keys. It's 8:15. We'll return in a moment.
Hey Key West, Dan Hughes here from Historic Pepe's Cafe and Two Friends. Summer specials are here, and there's one number to remember, 1995.
1995.
A summer breakfast, lunch, or dinner menu with a real drink, mimosa for breakfast or something stronger for lunch and dinner for $19.95.
1995.
And desserts included. And Pepe's Happy Hour is now 1 to 6 p.m. More than I love Key West history, and we ain't done yet. Happy summer 2026.
1995.
Hi friends, AJ King here with Kia of Key West. August is here and there's no better time to upgrade your ride before the busy fall season. The all-new Kia K4 delivers bold styling, advanced technology, impressive fuel efficiency, and a comfortable interior that's built for every drive. Whether you're headed back to school, back to work, or just getting ready for something new, the Kia K4 gives you premium features without the premium price. Make this August the month that you drive home in your brand new Kia K4. Come visit us at 2826 North Roosevelt Boulevard or visit us at KiaKeyWest.com. Come see why Kia and the Keys just go together.
For
For more than 75 years, the Florida Keys Mosquito Control District has helped protect our communities from mosquitoes and mosquito-borne disease. Hi, this is Chad with Florida Keys Mosquito Control, reminding you that the summer mosquito season is here. Daily rains can create standing water around homes, while high tides and wetlands can produce large numbers of aggressive salt marsh mosquitoes across the Florida Keys. That's why FKMCD uses science-based surveillance, larviciding, and targeted treatments to control mosquitoes and help protect public health and quality of life. You can help too by dumping standing water around your property, covering containers that collect rainwater, and using insect repellent when spending time outdoors. As always, Florida Keys Mosquito Control is here to help when you need us. Visit keysmosquito.org for more, or call us 305-292-7190. That's 305-292-7190.
Good morning, Keys on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5.
Good morning, Keys. Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5. The Talk of the Keys. 84 degrees. We're on our way to 91. Sunny skies. No mention of rain for today. Rain held out yesterday for the most part, too. Partly cloudy, 82 for tonight's low, 91. Mostly sunny for tomorrow's high. Just a slight chance of rain, maybe, on Thursday at 10%. Otherwise, looking pretty clear. It is 8:19 now. Good morning, Keys. We're going to say good morning to Dr. Sue Woltanski, school board member, Monroe County School District. Good morning to you, Sue. How are you?
I'm great, Michael. Thanks for having me on. Good morning, everyone.
Yes, good morning to everybody. I tell you, I see you everywhere. I must say that. We just saw each other, I believe, at the Key Largo Chamber of Commerce. Probably saw you a couple of days prior in Key West. I'm pretty convinced that you've cloned yourself.
Yeah, actually, there's 4 of me.
All right.
I'm actually quadruplets.
Well, that would be a feat, but that would put you in at least in all 3 high schools, all of whom won their football games this past weekend, with one to spare if there were 4 of you. But yes, indeed.
Yeah, I think that's pretty amazing. I'm not sure if we've started the year with 3 wins before. We probably have, but that's all pretty great.
Yeah.
And all the high school sports are getting started, so you're going to start hearing about cross country and volleyball and all of of course football.
Oh, yeah.
And golf.
Well, and that indicates the start of the school year. From what I understand, it was successful. All kindergartners pretty much found their way to and from the classroom back home. That is great. We are starting with a A rating again for the district. Superintendent Ed Tierney addressed the new teachers, 44 of them, if I'm not mistaken. No vacancies in the classroom, I think, last I heard. That is that's a huge hurdle to overcome as well, which has been done. All systems go and all things looking very positive at the very beginning of the year here.
Right, and we have I think it's 4 new principals and 6 new assistant principals, or at least new to their school, and everything seemed to run smoothly. I mean, really, it takes a village to run a school district, and so, transportation worked over the summer to make some more efficient bus routes, and those all went well. We had a couple of overcrowded buses the first day, and that was fixed by the second day. I think we had one child fall asleep in a bus and not make their stop. So that's pretty good out of 9,000 students.
Amazing.
And the cafeterias team was on its game. Chicken nuggets the very first day.
Oh, yeah.
It was a big hit.
That's a great move. Good way to improve morale from day one. Chicken nuggets are awesome. Well, all is very positive and very impressive on the part of the HR department to fill the vacancies throughout the district at the beginning of the year. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, we did have one person
Withdrawal, maybe?
withdraw the day before school started up at Key Largo School, but they've got, they're working to fill that. It was a specialty teacher, so not really, nobody was going to miss their homeroom teacher, so that's all good. But yeah, that's the first time that's happened since I've been on the board, and I'm not sure many districts in the state could say that that they had all their seats full on the first day. So that's very impressive. And of course, it's great for kids to be able to make those relationships with their teachers from day one.
Yeah, well, indeed. Well, and I was unaware that Patrick Lafleur announced retirement as well.
Yeah, he has served the district really well for, is it a decade now? I don't know exactly when he came on, but he's been on since before me, and he really oversaw the building of Gerald Adams and Plantation Key School, both of those beautiful, beautiful schools. And the Sugarloaf, he had a lot of construction projects under him. And then he also is the guy who looked out for transportation and the janitor services, and those services are running like clockwork. So sad to see him go. Always, although always a little jealous of someone who says they're going to retire and then actually does.
Yeah, 13-year career with the district following a stellar military career indeed.
Right.
I've gotten to know Pat through Rotary, and he's quite a public servant, and he will be missed. Those are big shoes to fill, so to speak. But we wish him.
At this point, I'll tell you the plan for the superintendent is to see if, we're always looking for ways to put more dollars into the classroom. And one of the ways is to look at administration. And so we're doing sort of, I'm going to call it a pilot program, but the plan right now is to not replace the executive director, to divide his tasks amongst the 4 remaining executive directors. And then also the superintendent was going to take on this construction oversight to see if we can get by with, a little less cost in the district office. And, we're all for that, as long as everyone can get the job done and it's not too overwhelming on anyone. But, that's going to be, that'll be a big change in the office. But also, if it works, it's really great for everybody.
Yeah. Well, the superintendent has really promoted cutting costs on the administrative level at the district office. So there's another example of it. It's Dr. Sue Woltanski with us, school board member, District 5. For Monroe County, Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the Talk of the Keys. Congratulations also to Monroe County School District officially being named an Ocean Guardian School District by NOAA as well.
Right. So that's a project we've been doing with United Way. And it's based on a grant it comes from, I think, the United Arab Emirates. How do you say that?
United
country?
Arab Emirates. Yeah.
Yes. And I believe that one of the princesses there really is interested in coral reef, in saving the coral reefs. So she has given money through United Way, and then they've been working with us, and the kids are working on these retention ponds at the schools so that water doesn't run off into the ocean. It gets absorbed into the ground. And they've been doing that for, I think this is the 3rd year, and we got the district status. And we're one of only 2 districts in the country that have that Ocean Guardian status for the whole district. So we are really proud of that. And, it's good for the kids to get some hands-on experience and things that they can do to, make our waters just a little bit cleaner.
Yes, indeed. Well, again, it's Dr. Sue Woltanski with us. She's school board member, District 5 on Good Morning Keys. Speaking of construction, there is a public meeting scheduled. Construction Advisory Committee will be held at Trumbo Road, Key West. That's August 19th at 5 o'clock. That's open to the public. School board meeting then at Coral Shores High School coming up August 25th. at 5 o'clock as well. Then leading into Labor Day, that's going to be the first break for students. No school on September 7th.
Yeah, and families should be looking at the website, or, I'm sure information will be coming home. There will be open houses at most of the schools. Some of the schools, like the high schools, do their open house at the same time as Meet the Teacher, but the elementary schools will have their open house, and so kids can come in and show off their classrooms, and their parents can meet the teachers one more time. So look out for those. Those are always fun.
Yeah, indeed. And speaking of fun, at the website, there's a number of videos and pictures from the first week of schools. Talk about transparency. There's you can view it right there as well. Go to keyschools.com for a look at an inside look at the first week of school. Kind of neat there. So anyway, well, we do have a very busy start to the school year, but seems like it was nearly seamless from what we can tell. Congratulations to all the administrators and teachers and all employees of Monroe County School District, as well as the school board, for collaborating to prepare ahead of time and make sure that the start of the school year is a very positive one. By all indications, it was.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
I like that. Very good. Well, and also we will take this moment to remind people that get your vote by mail ballot in, or go to the polls in person tomorrow. And those hours, we just talked about that a little while ago, but I think it's starting at 8:30 tomorrow. I'm looking for that. But anyway.
7 to 7.
Oh, 7 to 7. That's right. I was looking at the early voting. 7 to 7.
If you have your vote by mail ballot completed, you need to take it to a supervisor of elections office, and it needs to be there before 7 o'clock at night. If you want to vote in person, take your vote by mail ballot with you to the election site, and they will spoil that ballot and give you an in-person ballot for voting. But you cannot drop off your vote by mail completed ballot at your precinct. That has to go to the supervisor of elections office.
Okay. All the precinct information is available to you, so you can find out which precinct to go to. Go to votemonroeflkeys.gov and just look up the Where to Vote tab, and it'll tell you right there. Well, I know you've got a busy few days to get to, Dr. Woltanski. Anything else we should mention before we let you go?
Just remember, the kids are out there walking to school, riding their bikes to school, and pay attention to the school buses.
Yes, very true. And those school zones are in full effect. So thank you very much for your community service as well. Sue, you have a wonderful day. We'll talk soon.
All right. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye now. Is Dr. Sue Woltanski. She is school board member, District 5, Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5. The Talk of the Keys. We return with more of Good Morning Keys in just a moment.
Right now, there's a critical need for foster parents in the Florida Keys. If you can offer love and support to a child or sibling group, you can be a foster parent. Wesley House Family Services' next foster parent training classes begin August 25th and are offered online via Zoom. If you've ever thought about fostering, now is the time. It only takes one caring adult to make a difference in a child's life. Call Amy Eichen at 305-809-5020 or visit wesleyhouse.org to learn more. Step back in time. Step back into Old Town. Step into Old Town Bakery with fresh baked treats like pastries, cookies, brownies, and fresh breads made every morning. Enjoy hot and cold delicious ground coffee always brewing and handcrafted breakfast and lunch sandwiches made to order on oven fresh breads. And now Old Town Bakery features spinach mushroom feta quiche and ham and cheese quiche, delectable for breakfast or lunch by the slice. Get a whole quiche pie by ordering in-store with 24 hours advance notice. And enjoy new cream-filled croissants with chocolate or vanilla filling and award-winning fresh baked pies, including their key lime pie, voted the best in the Keys. Pick up their unique Old Town Bakery t-shirts for a friend or yourself and give the gift of deliciousness with a gift card available for purchase in-store. And their catering menu is available to make that next event memorable. Old Town Bakery on the corner of Eaton and Grinnell. Stop in or order online. OldTownBakeryKeyWest.com.
Hey
folks. Summer's here and the deals are hot at Key West Toyota. We've got a huge selection of trucks, new Tacomas, and Tundras with great deals, all backed by our local deal match guarantee that can't be beat. So come see the people you know, like, and trust on the Boulevard or at KeyWestToyota.com. We've got the keys.
Everything you need is here at Keys Auto Center.
This is Good Morning Keys on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5.
And good morning, Keys. Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5. The talk of the Keys, 8:34 now on a busy Monday morning, the 17th of August. That means there is one more day until Election Day. A lot of the races will be decided tomorrow. It's called a primary, but that's pretty much just in name only. There could be a runoff for District 4 for the city of Key West. And maybe one other count. And now I'm starting to lose track. Maybe, Michelle, you can help me. But most of the election results will be decided tomorrow.
That's so true. Good morning, Michael, and good morning to your listeners out there. And you're absolutely correct. Most of the races will be decided tomorrow, and it's kind of unusual. There will be a mosquito control board, school boards, several school boards, and a county commissioner race that is open to everybody, whether you're an NPA, a Democrat, or a Republican. Everybody has an opportunity to vote, and they need to have their voices heard. They can't wait till November because this will be decided tomorrow as an open primary. So if you haven't gotten out there to vote yet, I suggest you do so tomorrow, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And you must go to your precinct where you're registered to vote. And if you don't know where that is, you can go to the Supervisor of Election website and figure it out.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we were just speaking with that a little while ago with Sue Woltanski, but you do go to vote Monroe, flkeys.gov. Where to vote is the tab, and it'll show all the precincts there. You can even put in your zip code. It'll tell you where to go to vote. 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. tomorrow. The polls are open. Right now, we're standing at about 19.56% of the vote has been turned in. So we're looking to up that percentage. And as you said, everyone can vote for the seat that you are seeking re-election to. Everyone in the county is able to vote for Commissioner District 2. You currently serve as mayor. You've served us as our commissioner for District 2 for a number of years. So I would like for you to kind of steer the ship and help us get reacquainted with who Michelle Lincoln is. What motivates you to continue to serve? Maybe some of the accomplishments you're proud of, and then your vision for the future.
Thank you. I appreciate this opportunity. And I just want to start like from the beginning, because there might be a lot of people who have just moved here in the past 5 years and might not know who Michelle Lincoln is. So I've been a resident of Marathon for about 27 years. My daughter, Mallory, graduated from Marathon High School. And when we moved here, I was kind of like in a retirement mode. And I immediately got involved in the community. I started volunteering at Grace Jones Community Center, which, if you know Marathon, it is a daycare, and it serves newborns all the way through, like third grade, after school programs. And after Hurricane Wilma, the building got destroyed. And so I stayed on their board of directors through rebuilding that facility and raising enough funds to burn the mortgage. So that was super exciting to do that. I also have been involved in Take Stock in Children, where I have mentored children, and I've been doing that since 2002. I took a year off last year because I'm also involved in Rotary, and our Rotary Club brought in an international student who needed a full-time counselor just to make sure she was okay wherever she was. And I volunteered for that role. So I took last year off of mentoring at the high school because I was going to mentor this young girl from Germany for the school year, which was a lot of fun and interesting. And so very involved in this community. I'm a member of Rotary. I have been for, 10 years. I believe in service above self. And that is exactly how I've been an elected official. I consider myself a public servant, and I take the role of being available to my community 24/7. So while being a volunteer in different organizations in Marathon, I then took a job with the state of Florida to be a guardian ad litem, where I was the voice of children who've been abused, abandoned, and neglected. And I started that in 2008. And boy, that was a challenging job. And I represented children up and down the Florida Keys. And the one lesson that I learned early on was when you go before a judge to give recommendations for a child's well-being, you better come with a lot of facts. So I learned that it was important to gather all the information that I could about a child, what they were doing in school, their medical records, observing them with their family, observing them out in public, and really being able to give the judge a solid recommendation for that child. And I have taken that skill set and I use it every single day as a county commissioner. For any decision that I make, I wait until I have all the facts, all the information. I ask questions of staff. I ask questions out in the community so that when I make a decision, I'm doing it with a plethora of information behind me. So that is a skill set I learned as being with the Guardian Ad Litem program. By doing that work up and down the county, I started seeing gaps where one area of the Keys had better services than other areas of the Keys. And at the same time, at that time, my daughter had graduated from college and was working North Florida. And she called one day and she goes, "Mom, I want to come home." And I'm like, "Well, get in your car, come on home." She's like, "No, I want to move back home. And so do my friends. And we just don't know how to get back to the Keys and get a job and have housing." And I started realizing I could do more for my community as an elected official. So I started at the city of Marathon and was a city commissioner for 3 years. The last year I was the mayor of the city. And the entire time I was with Marathon, I was the only female on the dais. So I learned that you can have a soft voice, but still be a strong leader. And I think that success with the city of Marathon gave me the confidence to then run for county commission. And I have been your county commissioner for 8 years. And it has been a joy to serve our community and to take my points, my mission statement to heart, which is providing for the well-being of our residents, our tourists, our families, to make sure that this is a great place to live, to work, to raise a family. And if those metrics are in decisions I make, it makes this decision easier. So if it's approving housing for our workforce, I'm solid on that. If it's for doing something to help the environment, whether it is with reef restoration, whether it is the artificial reef enhancement project we're doing, whether it's finding funds for coral restoration, whether it is helping the Fish and Wildlife Services with derelict vessels and mooring balls and quality of life for our liveaboards, I'm on board with all of that. The pump out program that we do to make sure that, and again, that's grant money. We receive about $750,000 from the state to go pump out boats so that their waste isn't tossed into our ocean. So it is doing everything that has to do with quality of life. So that could encompass investing in our parks and our beaches. Like I said, housing for our workforce, taking care of our environment, all of the issues that I know help make this the best place to live, work, and raise a family, I'm on board with.
Mm-hmm. It is Michelle Lincoln. She's running for re-election, County Commissioner District 2, currently serving us as mayor of the county as well on Good Morning Keys. So just looking at the variety of accomplishments that you just referred to, Michelle, since 2018 when you were first elected to the county commission, are there any one or two, let's say, I use the word accomplishments again, that you look back at so far that kind of come to the surface when you look at your career thus far as a county commissioner? What are those that stand out to you the most?
Usually it's the ones, Michael, that I quietly drive by something and I'm like, yeah, I helped make that an accomplishment. And I look at the Marathon Library, and it is a county-owned facility, and it's in the city of Marathon. And that is a smile that jumps on my face. I look at Grimmel Grove in Big Pine and the work I did with Patrick Garvey on helping him turn that into an institutional zoning so that he can further education at that beautiful site in Big Pine. And I smile and I'm like, yeah, I helped let that happen. When you look at Big Pine and hiring of a park director, that was under my watch. We have 22 parks and beaches in our county, and we never had a director of parks and beaches. So we have a very active council of volunteers who work up and down the Keys on Parks and Beach Council, but we didn't have a leader. And I look now at all of our parks and our beaches and how beautiful they are and all of the activities that occur at all of them. But for me in my district, it would be the Big Pine Community Park. It now has lights so that there can be activities in the evening. And you go over there on any weekend and it's just packed with children and families playing soccer and little league, and the adults playing bocce ball, and now we have pickleball courts. And it's those accomplishments that I'm really proud of, because that, Michael, is what makes the quality of life the best for our families and our adults that live here. Some of them are working 2 jobs, and when they get off work, it's nice that they have a library to go to, or they can go to Grimmel Grove, or they can go to any of our parks and beaches and enjoy their time off of work without having to spend a lot of money.
It's Mayor Michelle Lincoln. She's running for re-election for the Board of County Commissioners, District 2 on Good Morning Keys. And you've also said that experience matters, and you've referred to your time serving your district as a Marathon City Council member and former mayor of Marathon in your district. Let's talk about unfinished business, maybe. What is it that motivates you to continue to serve, and what do you consider unfinished business that you'd like to see through if granted another term?
Sure. So a lot of that would have to be with continuing to help our businesses, our contractors here in town. A lot of them get frustrated with our permitting department and how long it takes to get something through the system. And so still working there to try to streamline some of that processes so that if you're an individual and you want to get a permit to build your home, that the process might not be as painful as it can be now. Definitely working on what we're doing with the neighborhood enhancement program, where we're letting communities, neighborhoods come to us and say, we want to do an improvement in our neighborhood. We know we're going to be the only neighborhood that's going to benefit from this. So we're going to work individually with the county to perhaps put in a sidewalk, or perhaps do a canal restoration project, or something more robust that would be raising the roads for a flood. And so our commissioners right now are working on this neighborhood enhancement program, and I would love to see that through to the end. Same with like the Marathon International Airport. We are so close to getting commercial airline service there. We're working with the community business leaders to do a partnership with a grant we're trying to get for a small county, trying to get an airport and bring in an airline into Marathon. And that will definitely help alleviate some of the traffic on US 1. I'm thinking from Miami to Marathon for sure would alleviate some of that traffic. And so these are just a very few of the many things that I would like to continue to work on as a county commissioner. And Michael, I would say that everyone knows I live here. They see me. They see me at the grocery store. They see me at the parks. They see me at the schools. They see me out in the community. up and down the Keys. It doesn't matter whether it's in my district or not, because we're elected countywide because we make decisions that impact the entire string of Keys. And so I just want everyone to know that I'm here. You'll see me. You always see me. I answer my phone. I answer my emails. I bother staff on the weekends when people call me and say they have a problem on a Saturday. I don't wait until Monday to call either the Public Works Department or Parks and Beaches or our administrator and say, hey, we have an issue. I'm here. I've always been here, and I'm not going anywhere.
Indeed. Well, a resident since 1999. And again, you have served the community with, it seems like, tirelessly, I'd say. And as I also said to Sue Woltanski, I think that either you've figured out how to clone yourself and be everywhere all the time, or maybe perfected you remember the teleporter in Star Trek where you could just beam me up?
Beam me up.
Well, again, I want to commend you for your tireless commitment, if I could say so. You certainly have been, very active in the community, and we thank you for your many years of service. Tomorrow is Election Day as you seek to be reelected to Commissioner District 2, currently serving as our mayor. So is there anything else you'd like to say in closing? We covered a lot here this morning, and I do have to get to the sheriff before I get in trouble with him, but I want to give you the floor.
Thank you. He always hates when I take his mic time, so I'll be cognizant of that. But just to also say, I'm very proud of the lean budget that our county has. We are the lowest millage rate in the state of Florida. Last year, we cut our taxes. This year, we might have a tiny increase, but we are working over the summer to cut those numbers as much as we can. So I would also encourage everyone to attend our county commission meeting on Wednesday, because life still goes on after the election.
It does indeed. Well, thank you. And again, best of luck tomorrow. We appreciate you being here and all the time you do spend with our listeners through this forum. And we will talk to you again soon, Mayor. Thank you.
All right. Take care, everyone. Bye now.
Bye. Mayor Michelle Lincoln, running for re-election, Commissioner District 2 on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5. The Talk of the Keys. We return with more of Good Morning Keys in just a moment.
If you're on vacation to relax and have fun, we have an app for that. The Greenhouse carries products that can help you reconnect with your inner child, dance with confidence, reduce stress, and we have others that'll help you relax with a good night's sleep.
Whether you're a cannabis connoisseur or just canna-curious, our team of highly trained bud tenders are here to help you reach all your vacation goals.
Just dance your way into one of our many locations and share your goals with one of our highly trained bud tenders. All product recommendations come with a money-back guarantee, no medical card needed. You just have to be 21 or older.
I tried the Greenhouse Guarantee, 100% satisfaction or your money back, and I'm still smiling.
The Greenhouse. We spell it with 3 E's so that you can't say it without smiling. If smiling is your goal today, then type the word green with 3 E's into your browser and find the Greenhouse that's closest to you.
Stop on by and say hi.
We're up and down the Florida Keys and other parts of South Florida.
Are you frustrated by weight gain even though you constantly diet? Do you have low energy or always feel tired? It could be hormonal imbalance. Hormonal imbalances, especially as we age, can be the cause of depression, weight gain, mood swings, decreased libido, and many other chronic conditions. At Keys Med Spa, we have helped thousands of women and men regain their hormonal balance with BioT, bioidentical hormone optimization therapy, and the results are life-changing. Keys Med Spa BioT hormone therapy is safe, effective, painless, and affordable. And the big difference at Keys Med Spa, this is all overseen by renowned Dr. Peterson, who has had a medical practice in the Keys for over 27 years. Cool sculpting, Botox, skin treatments, BioT hormone therapy, and more. Dr. Peterson and his team are here to help you maintain your youthful glow and vitality. To see if BioT hormone therapy is right for you, call Keys Med Spa today at 305-587-9183.
Get ready to laugh out loud with the Greenhouse Giggles. Brought to you by the Greenhouse Dispensaries of Florida. Monday through Friday, it's a hand-picked lineup of timeless TV comedy that guarantees smiles, chuckles, and full-on giggles. Each episode features legendary performers like Red Skelton, Bob Hope, The Three Stooges, Betty White, George Burns, Milton Berle, Dick Van Dyke, and so many more. So catch the giggles for Greenhouse Giggles, weekdays 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Sponsored by the Greenhouse, here on Keys Living TV.
If it's happening in the Keys, you will hear about it here. This is Good Morning Keys on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5.
Good morning, Keys. Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5. The talk of the Keys. Again, a busy Monday morning, the 17th of August, Election Day tomorrow. We're going to get right to Sheriff Rick Ramsay with us. Good morning, Sheriff. How are you, sir?
Hey, good morning, Michael. Good morning to your listeners. I'm doing great. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, you did bring us up to date on a story we're just catching up on here, a boat accident, unfortunately resulting in a fatality around the 86-mile marker. So if you could please give us the details as they're available.
Yeah, Michael, this is a really sad case. Partnership worked with the FWC, Coast Guard, Sheriff's Office, but we got a call about a boat crash. It was a 38-foot boat from Miami. That was about the 86-mile marker. It was navigated to what's called the cow pens, and the operator struck a channel marker. And when he did, 3 passengers got ejected from the boat. The boat, still in motion, ran over one of the passengers and struck her and killed her. The other 2 had injuries from broken shoulders to other related injuries, and it was a Good Samaritan that stopped to render aid. Coast Guard, they were brought in to Coast Guard Station Marathon, Alambrada. We had our friends at Fire Rescue waiting. We had Trauma Star on standby. But at the end of the day, the female did perish from the strike, and the other 2 were ground transported for medical attention. FWC is the lead agency investigating the crash, but just sad. The 4 people were all from Miami, and one of the couples owned a business in Alambrada. But just a tragic end to a day on a boat.
Yeah. Oh, that is awful. Our condolences for sure with that loss of life. Sheriff Rick Ramsay with us, Sheriff of Monroe County. We also did have an altercation that, in this case, luckily no life-threatening injuries reported here, but a Florida man arrested last week hitting another man in the face with a rock during an argument, an altercation, Ocean View Avenue, about 9 p.m. Authorities were called. Victim suffered cuts on his face, and the perpetrator taken to jail.
This was a fight over a shower. It's at Ocean Breeze. It's a marina where the people have to use and share a shower. So this male was waiting in line and became very impatient and was getting more upset how long one person was taking in the shower, preventing him from getting his time. So he armed himself with a rock, and he went up to the person and struck the person in the face. So ultimately, a rock in your hand can be considered a deadly weapon, especially when you're striking in the face. So we got there, we rendered medical aid to the victim. We got witnesses. We took place what took place. Eventually, we did arrest the male for an aggravated battery and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. So this all, again, stupid, stemmed from impatient, waiting for your turn to take a shower.
Yeah, that is stupid. It certainly doesn't need to get to that point whatsoever. We also did have another individual displaying a pocket knife. Several other people were attempting to intervene during domestic incident. That happened in Marathon. This individual charged with burglary, battery by strangulation, whereby Sheriff's Office responded to a call at 110th Street. Approximately 2:30 in the morning. That's not a good time for things to happen. Several people disarmed the individual intervening in that domestic incident, and apparently a choking and a knife involved, that kind of thing. So that another domestic incident late at night that got out of hand.
You've heard me tell you before, not much good happens after midnight. Well, this is 2:30 in the morning, and a domestic violence call, which is one of our most dangerous, deadly calls to have to experience, just turned physical when the male was in a physical confrontation with the female. When some other Good Samaritans tried to intervene, he did pull out a pocket knife and threaten their life. At some point in time, he was choking out the victim. This was on videotape, so it was recording him choking the victim. And then the struggle ensued for this pocket knife. We eventually got on scene, got people separated, got witness statements, got the video, determined what happened, saw clear signs of domestic violence. So we did arrest this person for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon as well. It's just you shouldn't be in that situation in the first place, but it's never going to be a good situation when you arm yourself in some altercation. When you grab that rock, you grab that pocket knife, you grab that gun, you're only escalating the situation, and you're only making your problems that much more severe. And people just don't get it, that for every action, there's a reaction, and you're going to be held accountable. But these are people that are making decisions through anger, emotion, not logic.
Yeah. Sheriff Rick Ramsay, Sheriff of Monroe County, with us this morning. Speaking of displaying a weapon, 16-year-old Key Largo male arrested, and he, just kind of got his license there, but he's already been arrested for displaying a pellet gun during a road rage incident in Marathon. Even though it's a pellet gun, he was still charged with improper exhibition of a weapon. You cannot do that and display a weapon at another. So the sheriff's office stopped the suspect vehicle. Pellet gun was found under the passenger seat, and he was taken to jail.
This is not the smartest young man starting out your life to start driving a car, and while you're doing this, you're in the middle of road rage. The pellet guns can be deadly. They can actually kill somebody, take an eye out. These are very serious. So in the course of a road rage, and there was multiple witnesses that saw this, he did pull a pellet gun out, and these pellet guns are just like regular guns, and pointed it in a threatening manner. And that's, aggravated assault. And we got the information. We located him. We did stop him. We did find a pellet gun under his seat, which matched the description of the one given to us by the witnesses. So ultimately, we did arrest him. And it falls back again, still. Calmer heads have to prevail. And anger, whether you're arming yourself, threatening people, can only make the situation go worse. You have a pellet gun, you pull it and aim it at somebody, you don't know if they have a real gun, and you point a gun at them, they're going to grab a gun, point it back, and maybe shoot. And it may be a 9mm or a 45 caliber. And they can be justified under a stand your ground law to return fire if someone's pointing a pellet gun at them, thinking their life is in intimate jeopardy. Yeah. You never know what the other person may have on their person, in their car, or in their home when you take some type of offensive, aggressive action against them. You're hoping it's not worse, but people generally try to meet force with force.
Yeah. Every action has a reaction. You're right about that. Well, Sheriff, speaking of firearms and guns, we had a stolen handgun and an illegally modified handgun found at a Lower Keys residence. This individual charged with grand theft of a firearm, possession of illegally modified firearms, storing firearms in an unsafe manner as well, which some people might not realize is also against the law. The firearms were found loaded on a closet floor, were easily accessible to a young child that was present at the residence. That brought on some of those charges. Warrants were obtained for this person's arrest. He was booked into jail last Wednesday. More arrests or charges may be pending.
Michael, this is a male who lives in Miami-Dade County most of the time, but spends some time in Monroe, around the Big Coppet area. He's a convicted felon. He's on parole. He's not supposed to be in possession of a gun, ammunition, any manner or form. Probation was doing a probation search as well. And when we were out doing our search, we did locate several weapons that had been modified. Two, we think, were modified to function in a fully automatic manner. And he's in possession of weapons, altered weapons, ammunition. They are accessible to a young child in his house. This is a person we believe has gang affiliation in the Miami-Dade County area. His probation is part of a murder case where he was involved in a murder in Miami-Dade County. So this is a very bad individual who, after being involved in a murder with guns, still possesses guns that have been altered to be fully automatic. So we need to get him off the streets, get those guns secured so they can't be used against person or persons. It's a really good job by my special operations team. And this young man's looking for a lot of trouble coming his way. He'll be going off to prison, and he's been going to go off to prison for a long time. So a great job for the sheriff's office to get these deadly weapons off the streets, get this career criminal back behind bars, keep our community safe and secure.
Yes, Sheriff Rick Ramsay with us, Sheriff from Monroe County on Good Morning Keys. And also, drugs tend to show up in the news from time to time. The Sheriff's Office, other law enforcement agencies doing a great job stemming the flow of drugs into our community, but they're still washing up on the shores. Within the past week, 2 different packages of suspected cocaine found, one in Big Pine Key, another in Key Largo, by some of our residents who turned them over to authorities.
Yeah, Michael, we talk about every week. It continues to tell you that this is such a portal for drugs to come in from the Caribbean into South Florida. And we every week find drugs or have drugs turned over to us by Good Samaritans. And these are 2 separate loads. One came in from Big Pine, one from the Upper Keys, as you said. And they both had distinctly different markings. And I told you before, the markings generally go to identify the person who's buying the drugs, to know which drugs are